I have a huge experience of working within this entire Asian region with those of you trying to really improve your business English expertise. Now, there are some key points that all Asian students encounter, and these are the areas that you and I can really tackle together in my RISE program. First though, I have a question for you. What are you currently doing to improve or continue to learn your business English? Are you working with another coach? Are you working with an online program? Or perhaps a tutor somewhere? The question I have though is actually, what is the content that you're covering? So, for example, if you're working with another tutor or teacher, what are they teaching you to do? Are they taking you through very basic lessons? Are they giving you vocab list after vocab list? Are they just making you repeat the same things, but not actually helping you incorporate them in your day-to-day business English conversations? What is the benefit that you're getting from your current program? That's the first question I'd ask you to consider before you listen to the rest of what I'm about to say. Because whilst it might feel like you're doing something productive to be engaging with all of those things, and indeed you may be spending monthly small amounts each month to maintain some free conversation, the key question that is essential is how effective is that being in getting you to improve your English fast? Remember, I am a coach. I'm very, very different. I'm not a tutor, I am not a teacher. And if you have worked with me on Cambly, and still are maybe, you will understand that what we do in our sessions is extremely different to perhaps many other sessions you'll have had either on there or elsewhere. So, the fact of the matter is, if you want to succeed at business English, if you want to really be where you want to go very quickly, you have to do something completely different to what you've currently been doing. The definition of madness is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting to get a different result. But I'm amazed and sometimes staggered how often I see this happening with students and clients all around the world. So, as a Chinese learner, what are the key points that you and I need to focus upon? Or indeed, what you need to focus upon if you're going to work with somebody else? 1. You need to speak about how your pronunciation is sounding. This is very challenging. English is a challenging language to speak at the best of times, but specifically for Asian learners, it is well known and accepted that some sounds are just very, very challenging indeed, such as the sh sound and the r sound in particular. There are other sounds that are equally, controversially tricky, but those are the two main sounds that I focus upon intensively when I work with my students. But we don't just repeat. I actually teach you new techniques. Remember, I am a coach. That means I'm a performance coach, and I work with a voice coach also who trains K-pop stars and aspiring artists. And the key part of my training that I do with you here is to teach you about muscle memory, about tongue placement, about your mouth and facial muscle mechanics. Your vocal cords need to be in the correct stress position, and you need to be speaking from the front of your mouth using your tongue and your teeth, not speaking from the back of your mouth or indeed your throat, as many do from the Asia region. It's also a trait that is found in Turkish and Arabic speakers as well, and some Russian speakers also. So it's not isolated to the Asia-Pacific region, but it will impact you massively. And if you are trying to speak English but still using your mouth and your face and your tongue and your teeth in these wrong ways, like you would do when you're speaking your native language, which is perfectly fine, you won't sound native. In fact, you can learn as much vocabulary as you like with any online tutor. Well, in fact, you could learn as much as the dictionary, but when it comes to opening your mouth, if nobody has taught you your muscle mechanics and all the other areas I've just mentioned, you're going to sound bad. You're not going to be clear, and even worse, you're going to miscommunicate. For example, I had a client the other day, and she was insisting something about what she did in her day. Several times she tried to tell me that she had worn what I thought she was saying to me, a black suit. So I said to her, "Tell me where you bought the suit." And she said, "No, not a suit, a suit." And I went, "I'm really sorry, I don't understand." So we put it in the chat box, and it turns out she was trying to tell me it was a black shoes, a black pair of shoes. Now, the problem that she was having was that when she was saying shoes, okay, firstly the sh sound wasn't there. We didn't have the h in it, so it came out as su. And then in addition, what she could have done, she could have said the s sound on the end, which might have made it sound like shoes, so I might have got a better understanding she was saying shoes, but also the ending was cut off, so the s was missing, so it came as su. And I heard, because she ended abruptly, the sound sounded more like a t, so I heard it as suit, instead of shoes. So you can see how, if your pronunciation and your mouth mechanics are wrong, the entire meaning of a conversation twists dramatically. We go from wearing a pair of shoes to wearing a suit. Now that might not be a serious example, it's embarrassing, but it's not serious. But the point is this: if you want to be in a very advanced position in your career, if you want to impress at a scholarship, if you're trying to get into your dream school, whether it be in the West or somewhere still over in Asia, but you need to speak English to do that, you have to perform well. There is no possible alternative. If you cannot be understood because your pronunciation is wrong, you will unfortunately not succeed. In addition, if you're trying to do things such as IELTS or similar TOEFL or other tests, you're going to struggle. Part of what they really focus upon is your ability to be coherent and be understood. Again, if your pronunciation is off, you're not going to be understood. So that is a key area that we really do focus upon. The other area that I focus upon with all of my Chinese students, and indeed anybody else from within the Asia region, is your ability to think positively about yourself, to really be motivated, because that is a crucial area that, again, you guys are very harsh on yourselves. You are very negative and very critical of your own ability to speak English, and sometimes you work excessively hard whilst not actually acknowledging the progress you've made. And when we're talking about a positive mindset, that is absolutely essential when I am encouraging you to reach for the bigger goals. When I'm trying to support you, to coach you, to go beyond your current level, I need you in a positive mindset, and I absolutely love to get you there, and that's what we do together. Using my special NLP and guided imagery techniques and many other coaching and motivational life coaching tips, I will install in you an absolute confidence, an unshakable belief in yourself that no matter how hard the challenges are as you improve your business English, you will perform to your very best. I'll also assist you if you're going through interview processes for either a new career, a job, or indeed trying to get into that university with a scholarship or just a graduate program. From my point of view, I'm only interested in winners. I'm only interested in seeing you succeed, and that's exactly what I will do when you join my RISE program. It's a very focused, intensive program, and what you get with me there is like nothing else you will ever find elsewhere online. I don't just look at those aspects of yourself that are involving English vocabulary or sentence structures. For example, in your interview questions and technique, I will teach you the specific responses you need to use in order to get the best possible maximum effect and interest from the recruiter or from the interviewer. There's a whole host of other things we'll cover, but the key things you need to take away from this podcast today are your pronunciation. You need to have that muscle memory training. It's vital for you if you're from within the Asian region. Without that, you're going to struggle. If nobody is teaching you that, then you need to speak to me today. The second thing is your motivational mindset. It's how you think about yourself just as much as what you say about yourself. That's something that, again, you can only probably get with someone like myself or perhaps a life coach. But remember, a life coach doesn't have expertise in teaching you ESL, let alone business standards. So remember, I'm a business performance coach. I have over 25 years experience in marketing, business development, strategic communications, and so much more. So, if you're looking to really make a difference to your English, if you really want to get there fast, then contact me today. However, if you're looking to just spend a few pounds every now and again, or a few dollars, well, every week or so, to engage in some free conversation, Cambly is a fantastic platform to do that, but I'm not too sure how effective it's going to be if you're going to want to get to where you go very fast at a high level. So do continue to use Cambly as your learning platform to maintain your English. Of course, it's excellent for that. And you're very happy and welcome to speak with me there as well.